Russian Akhmat Special Forces of Chechen Republic had received orders to redeploy their forces, and their zone of responsibility had become the territory of Donbass. According to the study Russian Offensive Campaign Assessment, published by the Institute for the Study of War on May 31, 2023, the Russian military command has likely ordered Chechen Republic head Ramzan Kadyrov forces to begin offensive operations in Ukraine following the withdrawal of Wagner Group forces from Bakhmut. Kadyrov claimed on May 31 that Chechen forces received a new order and assumed responsibility over the Donetsk Oblast frontline. Kadyrov claimed that Chechen units need to start active combat activities and liberate a series of settlements. Kadyrov added that Chechen Akhmat Special Forces, Spetsnaz, and the Sever-Akhmat Special Purpose Regiment transferred to the Marinka direction southwest of Donetsk City. The Russian Ministry of Defense also claimed that assault detachments of the 5th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 1st Army Corps and Akhmat Spetsnaz conducted offensive operations in the Marinka direction. Kadyrov noted that the Russian military command ordered Russian National Guard and Chechen Akhmat forces to begin offensive actions along the front line in Zaporizhia and Kherson Oblasts as well. Kadyrov claimed that these units have already begun tactical preparations for these offensive actions and claimed that Akhmat unit offensive operations began before Ukrainian forces launched a counter-offensive. Aptai Aladinov, commander of the Akhmat Special Forces, deputy commander of the 2nd Army Corps, said that preparations had begun for active offensive operations in the new sector. What is Akhmat? The history of the Chechen Akhmat begins in 2009. At this time, on the basis of the 248th Special Motorized Battalion north of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Russia, the Special Rapid Response Unit Akhmat was formed. This military unit included the most experienced former employees of the security service of the President of the Chechen Republic Akhmat Kadyrov. Since 2009, the Kadyrovites have been participating in numerous special operations on the territory of the Chechen Republic against the remnants of illegal armed groups. As part of Russian military intervention in the Syrian civil war, Kadyrovite police units were deployed on the ground in Aleppo to preserve order and engage in civic outreach. At the end of February 2022, the head of the Chechen Republic Ramzan Kadyrov announced that Chechen units, including the Akhmat detachment, were sent to the zone of a special military operation. It should be noted that the declared number of Kadyrov special forces of 1,000 people is probably greatly underestimated. Almost from the very beginning of the special military operation, Ramzan Kadyrov sent thousands of Chechen volunteers to Ukraine, some of whom joined the Akhmat detachment. Akhmat participated in the battle for Mariupol. In the early spring of 2022, Akhmat was seen in the Lugansk People's Republic, where, under the command of Police Major General Aptai Aladinov, they took the city of Rubiznoye. At the end of May 2022, the Akhmat detachment was deployed near Severodonetsk of the Lugansk Republic, where it took part in the assault and cleansing of the city. Last summer the chairman of the Chechen parliament, Magom Dadov, reported that 10,000 fighters from Chechnya and 4,000 volunteers from other regions took part in a special operation in Ukraine. If we talk about the national composition of the battalion, then it absorbed representatives of most of the nationalities of Russia. In its ranks one could see a Yakut, an Ossetian, a Dagestanian, an Ingush, a Kalmyk, a Jew, a Russian and, of course, a Chechen. All of them were volunteers. Western governments and rights groups accuse Akhmat of human rights violations, corruption and extrajudicial punishment.